All right, so Giannis Antetokoumpo, I want to say about 3 days ago, came out and shocked the world with some pretty interesting statements saying that he will have to sit down with the team and the management next season, at the end of next season, and that if not everyone is on the same place or the same page, is not going to resign. So obviously, this sparked a lot of reaction from fans, personalities, athletes, etc. But one that really caught my attention was from a ex-NBA player for 13 seasons and NBA coach, I believe, for 4 seasons with the Toronto Raptors. Head coach Sam Mitchell went at Giannis and he completely destroyed him, in my opinion. So I got this article right here from a Basketball Network. So take a listen to what he had to say. But before I actually get into the article, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. So first thing that Sam Mitchell says, this is the second time in a playoff loss that people are questioning why you weren't guarding the other team's best player. And you sit there with the same answer, well, the coach didn't put me on him. Yet you can come to the press conference and make all these demands and say, if this doesn't happen, well, what about in the series when you could have done something about the game, when you could have said, hey, coach, I got Jimmy. Where was all that then? I don't want to hear about all that. In the time to step up to be a star, you got quiet. What you talking for now? He keeps going. I'm tired of these guys pretending to be superstars. They get the money, they get the accolades, but don't want none that come with it. And what comes with it is putting the team on your shoulders, carrying them sometimes. And stop going to the owner screaming, I need an all-star at every position in order to win or I'm leaving. And we're going to end the quotes right here because he kept on going, right? And, man, I feel like there is some validity to what he says. For example, because even me, like as a fan of the game, I like Giannis Antetokoumpo, but I wouldn't call myself a fan of none. But seeing him, knowing his ability to defend, I know Drew is arguably the greatest on-ball defender that we have in our game today. But the way he got cooked, in my opinion, I would have liked to see Giannis step up to the challenge and be like, let me shut that down. I got height advantage on him. I'm still quicker than him. And my length can, stop him from getting the shot off or the post-ups and everything. I can do a good job. Let me at least try something because Drew is getting cooked up for 50 in 2 games, So I would have loved to see that. However, for the coach to go out there and say Giannis is a wannabe superstar that is pretending, that is running for the responsibilities, that is asking for a super team when he didn't say any of it. He just wanted to see that everyone was on the same page, which is probably just improving the team, maybe adding more role players, maybe adding, more depth or whatsoever. Changing the coach is something. It could be anything. He's not going to go out there and say, I want Dame Lillard and LeBron James in the next season. So to call out Giannis like that, a man that stays with the Milwaukee Bucks his whole career, who could have been left the first time around after he lost a few times in the playoff and ran to a super team to win a ring, stuck it up, and won with Chris Middleton as the second best player. This is just unfair, and this looks like hate. And the reason I'm actually saying that he's hating is because of these other quotes that he had. So take a listen to what he had to say. He was comparing Anthony Davis to Giannis Antetokoumpo, and he's saying, I can make an argument that AD is more valuable than Giannis comes playoff time because of his ability to shoot outside and make free throws. If you just think about the fact that, AD is a 3-level scorer. On a good day, he can even make the 3 as a pretty high clip, mid-range, get to the free throw line, get fouled and everything. In theory, he has a point, but when you watch these games, it doesn't matter what skill set AD has over Giannis. They just shouldn't be mentioned in the same conversation. Just from an intensity perspective, a leadership perspective, a consistency perspective of bringing it night in and night out, and not one game being amazing and then just being mid as fuck. Like, it just shouldn't happen. You just should never compare Anthony Davis to Giannis Antetokoumpo at this point of their careers. Does AD has the potential to be as good as Giannis or if not better? Absolutely. But is he more valuable than Giannis? When Giannis was able to win a ring, again, with Chris Middleton as the second best player, while Anthony Davis won his ring, not even being the best player on his team, is insane to me. Absolutely insane. It doesn't matter what flaws Giannis has in this game, and he does have some because we saw him game 5 go out there and miss 13 free throws. If you switch both players, they're not even in a position to win the game. AD is not even getting his team in a position to choke the game away because he just cannot impact the game as much as Giannis by just, you know, garnering all this attention on defense, with the defenses having to load up and create that wall, and he leaves wide open a bunch of teammates for threes. His playmaking is better. His rebounding is on par. His defense is not as good as blocking shot as AD, but it's very switchable, so it's close. In my opinion, I'll give AD the edge on the defensive end, but it's very close. And we saw when AD, it was time for him to guard another superstar at his position, which doesn't happen in Nikola Jokic. He got absolutely demolished, and now they had to put the Rui Hachimura on Jokic, and AD was out there on helping defense. So even with all of that defense, he still couldn't, you know, stop another superstar player. Just like you said, Giannis didn't step up to the challenge for Nikola Jokic. So it's the same stuff. So when you go out there and you say that stuff, I'm like, I don't understand for what reason Giannis Antetokoumpo gets so much disrespect from the American players, coaches, just the culture as a whole. Like, out of all the people that you want to disrespect and hate on, you pick Giannis just because his game is not that much pretty, just because he's physically dominant. He's not the first player like that. Just accept the fact that the man is a beast. He has his flaws. He's not like the GOAT or nothing, but he still garners a lot of respect, and he goes about his business in a classy way, in my opinion. So I'm just tired of people coming for Giannis, and I'm not even a fan like that. And I'm still like baffled by the level of disrespect that this guy gets compared to all that he's already been able to accomplish, being MVP twice, I believe, one Defensive Player of the Year, one ring, and he's like 28, 29. Even if he doesn't win anything, that's still an incredible resume. That's still a Hall of Fame, obviously. Top 50 all time, obviously. You can argue even higher. And I don't think he's done winning championships. I really don't. I think that Chris Middleton, the second best player, is, you know, he's been struggling with injuries. So if he gets back on track, or if they get him another competent number two, which is necessary in this league, I'm sorry, you're not going to be a superstar and carry your team by yourself to win in this NBA. So you get him another competent role player, second superstar, and he will win another championship, at the very least one. He might even win another MVP, and then what, you know? So anyways, I'm going to close the video right here. Get in the comment section and give me your thoughts. Do you agree with Sam Mitchell? Do you believe Giannis is getting undeserved disrespect? And yeah, appreciate you guys for checking me out. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.